Hello and welcome back to Rhythm Matters Studios. My name is David Noland and I own Rhythm Matters Studios. This evening we're going to be concentrating on a rhythm called the Bembe. Of course, there are many different styles of Bembe. I'm going to show you a style that was shown to me many years ago by my teacher. That's what we're concentrating on. This evening we're going to start off with the Bembe bell pattern. The Bembe bell pattern is fairly simple, just like any 6/8. Most all of the 6/8 Bembes will have this bell pattern, as well as the clave, which we'll show you next. The bell pattern goes like this. And that's the one. I'm going to count this out and at a fairly slow pace so that you can get something out of it for you beginners. And for you advanced players, you know what, it's just another style of Bembe, and if you can get something out of this, you're welcome to it. And so here it is, count it out slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. You guys can actually pull back this video as often as you'd like to replay that. Hopefully that will help you with it. You know, at a normal pace, this goes like this. 1, 1, 1, 1. And there it is. It's a bell pattern, fairly simple, used all around. Many players use that bell pattern quite a lot of 6/8 rhythms. Okay, we're going to jump right on into the clave. The clave part, again, is a typical 6/8 clave for a Bembe or any 6/8 rhythm. And it's done in a 3/2. So here it is. It goes like so. And that would be your 1. I'm going to count it out, and hopefully you'll get something out of this. It goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. And there's the 1. And again, this one would be more like and there's your 1. All right, we've covered the basic clave and the basic bell pattern. It's fairly simple in a 6/8. In this particular Bembe, there's nothing spectacular about those two parts. The first drum part is the high drum part, and it's fairly simple. Like most Bembes, it is an open and slap. Done in 6/8, it's done like this. And the 1 is the open. Starts on the open, goes all the way around, starts over on the 1, goes through the entire 6/8, comes back on the 6 count on the 1. I'll slow that down and count it. And here is how it goes, just like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you got an idea how that goes. I'm gonna slow it way down just for somebody that might need this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. There is the 1. That's the high drum. It's real simple. Played at a normal clip, basically goes like this. so inclined, you can go to the lessons playlist and you can pick these parts out individually, like I said, or you can go to the entire ensemble, have it play the whole thing and pull this drum out. So you can sit there with your headphones or right in front of your computer and actually put the part back in. It's kind of a cool tool. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, so there you have it. You've got the bell pattern, the clave pattern, and now you have the high drum for the bembe, or at least this style of bembe we call the bembe 2. All right, very good. We're going to go on through the mid drum, and the mid drum is fairly simple as well, but it starts to get a little bit more, not advanced, but more detailed as we go along and adding the other 3 drums. And the overall ensemble sounds fantastic. Can't wait for you to hear it. We did a small recording, about a 2-minute drill for you folks to use on the lessons playlist. All right, we're going to go right on in to the mid drum part. All right, here we are with the mid drum part. This particular part is also played in many 6/8 patterns, and it's very basic. It's kind of like a 4/4 basic rhythm. The tumbao is a basic rhythm. This is really super basic for the 6/8, and it goes like this. Which is the heel. It's a heel-toe action, slap, heel, open, open. Heel, toe, slap, open, open. Fairly simple to do. Most people don't have too much of a problem with it. If you're just starting off, you're still working on these methods, that's all good. Keep it up. This is how this goes. Sometimes when you get rolling with a faster clip, you can raise your hand and drop the heel right down like this. So I'm going to count this out. It's pretty busy. It's just basically a 6 count all the way through, and your hands are very busy doing something throughout the entire 6 count. And here it goes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. And there's your 1. Real simple stuff. Again, played at a faster clip, it goes like this. And there's your 1. All right, very good. We're going to go right on into the mid-low drum part next. All right, and here it is. The mid-low drum part. Pretty simple, and basically what it's going to do is start off with 3 movements with the right hand and finish with the left, right, like this. Now you get an idea of what it looks like. Let's hear it counted out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. The 1 being the right hand, which starts it off. Played at a little bit faster clip, it goes. And there's your 1. We're going to go Okay, the lead low drum part goes like this. Now, the one thing that you want to notice that the other side is identical, the front side is not. You'll notice the last drum part started with the bass, open, bass. It's just in reverse, and it gives it its own flavor. Now it's open, bass, slap. So once you put those two drum parts together, it actually gives a really good feeling because now you've got an open low drum going to an open low drum right past each other, and it really does sound good within its own style in the Bembe. Count it out, it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. The 1 being the open. So there you have it. You've seen the high drum, the mid-low drum, and the low lead drum. Now we're going to get into a really cool part, which is the lead low drum, but played with a stick. All right, very good. That lead part is quite unique. Oh, it starts with an open, and part of it's played with a stick on the side of the drum, and of course there's a heel involved. So here's what the part looks like. That's your 1. Count it out, it goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. That is it. At a faster pace, it kind of goes like this. Here we have this shakeré. It's pretty basic, and this particular shakeré is very, very, very loud. So if you can't hear the count, do the best you can and see if you can catch this. The 1 on the shakeré starts on the down, and then when it comes back in on the 2, it's still on the down with an up and down. Real basic, and then it goes to the other side. So here it is. I've tried to count it out and see if you can hear my voice over the top of this shakeré. Okay, it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. Once again, you folks will be able to actually hear the shakeré in the ensemble. Again, go to rhythmmatters.org, click on the lessons playlist, then click on the Bembe number 2. That'll take you to the full ensemble. You can actually take the shakeré out, practice the shakeré part with the rest of the ensemble playing, and along with all of these different parts that you've learned here. You can do the same identical thing. Also, you can go to the identical part that you want and play it by itself. So we hope that you've enjoyed this and hope that it helps you. And we hope that you can take something away from it. We'll see you next time, right here at Rhythm Matters Studios.
A Rhythm Matters presentation.